George starts us off this hour in Arizona. Hey, George, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Dave. Thank you for taking my call, and thank you for everything you do. Because of that, I've been debt-free for 2 years now.
Good for you.
My question, thank you. I have a small HVAC business here, and my view on money and credit cards has totally changed since listening to you. So I do not have any credit cards, and I run my business completely debt-free. When I talk to some friends or family about spending in my business, when I buy parts and materials, I immediately pay it with a debit card.
Mm-hmm.
And people think I'm crazy for not using a credit card to earn the dollar points or cash back rewards for it. My question is, what's a good response to tell them why I don't care to even have a credit card to earn those points that I could be getting?
Well, to start with, you need to understand that there's not a response that's going to make them be okay. And so you've just got to understand you're going to do what you're going to do. And there's always going to be some people that are not okay. Those convinced against their will are of the same opinion still, my grandmother used to say. And so you just really can't talk someone into not being stupid. They can decide to investigate and understand something, but the chances of them saying, well, you're an idiot for not getting all your miles, and you having a response that changes that is probably not there. Now, if you have a question in your mind, then we can address that. But, the bottom line is that heating and air companies that run a bunch of debt and misbehave with the handling of their expenses fail at a much higher rate than people who run no debt and who are very careful with their expenses. That's the real answer. And there's not ever been a millionaire ever that I met with that says, I made all my money on those airline miles. That was my breakthrough financially. But almost all the millionaires that when we did the largest survey of millionaires ever done, over 10,000 North American millionaires surveyed, almost all of them in the 80 percentile range said they don't use consumer debt, and the biggest mistake they ever made in their life was back when they were younger and did, and that they correlate becoming wealthy with avoiding debt. None of them said, oh, man, I'm really glad I ran all my expenses through a credit card so I could get airline miles because it changed my life. None of them said that.
Yeah,
okay?
It doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, I being debt-free for 2 years, it's the most exhilarating feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
And so, the rule of thumb is if broke people are making fun of your financial plan, you're right on track. It's like fat people making fun of your diet,
Yeah, it's not the broke people. It's just people that have money. But it's still, they ask me and they think I'm crazy, which
that's fine.
I'm actually okay
I mean, I've been crazy for a long time. It's working for me.
Great. All right. Thanks, Dave. That's all I needed.
Hey, man, appreciate the call. You're just not going to get people to behave or to understand all the time. It's just not going to happen. So there you go.